Today I'm going to go over how to negotiate working virtual office. I've been working virtual office over 20 years and all my staff also work virtual office. In fact, I have both lived and worked remotely from Panama, the Czech Republic, and Budapest, Hungary. I also was working remotely and doing billable hours while on vacation in Norway, Italy, Greece, and basically all around Europe. Let me show you how you can also. Here are the negotiation tactics. In any negotiation, it's important to understand the other person's motivation. The main reasons employers worry about virtual office are loss of productivity, inability to communicate quickly, and collaboration capability. Time for some multitasking. I'll tell you how to negotiate, and you can view the supporting statistics while I eat lunch and film the screen captures of the supporting statistics. First off, open up working remotely as a discussion, not a demand. Be familiar with the statistics you are now viewing, and links are in the description. Take them with you. Generally, people are 20% more productive, and there's 30% improvement on retention, which is always very important to employers. Let them know, quote, "I'm more productive working at home compared to the office with all these distractions." The reason that's a good thing to tell them is the surveys down below actually show that time and time again. There's a lot of distractions in the workplace, and people are usually more productive working from home. If they say no, ask why not. Then find a specific solution to their specific objections. Again, if they're still saying no, ask for a 1-month trial. Say, look, let's not do this as a permanent thing. Let's do it as a 1-month trial. And if you do not find my productivity has increased, then I'll happily come back to the office. If that doesn't work out, then the next thing to offer is, how about we do it some days per month or per week? I'll go to the office. And then the rest of the time, I'll be working from home or remotely. And this worked out well for me. I was working for a payroll processing company, and I arranged to work virtual office in a different state. And then they would fly me in for 4 days a month and put me up in a hotel during those 4 days. And during those 4 days, I would do all the office meetings. If they still say no, the next thing to do is say, if not now, then on some future date. Sometimes this works out. They consider that a worthwhile compromise. Or you can say, how about I can go virtual office if I accomplish a very specific goal? If I get this project done by this and this date, then I can go virtual office on a trial basis. Now, here's an extra tip. When I wanted to go international virtual office, what I did was I chose my first international location to be closer to the home office of my main client than I was currently working. I was working in Oregon and they were in Massachusetts, and so I chose for my first international remote office to be in Panama. And I knew that they would throw back some kickback and resist. And I explained to them, look, Panama is a shorter flight to Massachusetts than Oregon is. And once I did that, they were able to say, oh, well, I guess that's okay. So I worked in Panama for a couple years, and then I moved to Eastern Europe and Western Europe. And at that point, they're like, well, international is international. It works. There hasn't been any problems yet. So it made it much easier for me to go international further away. Like if any of this has been helpful so far. Now for the best of the supporting statistics. And after this, I will discuss what your first 3 months of working virtual office should be like. A study by Stanford of 16,000 workers over 9 months found that working from home increased productivity by 13%. This increase in performance was due to more calls per minute attributed to a quieter, more convenient work environment and working more minutes per shift because of fewer breaks and sick days. In this same study, Workers also reported improved work satisfaction and attrition rates were cut by 50%. On average, those who work from home spend 10 minutes less a day being unproductive, work one more day a week, and are 47% more productive, according to one study. In another study, 77% of those who work remotely at least a few times per month show increased productivity, with 30% doing more work in less time and 24% doing more work in the same period of time, according to Connect Solutions. This is further supported by a survey of remote employees by COSO Cloud. 23% of them said they are willing to work for longer hours to get more done. 52% said that they are less likely to take time off, and 30% reported accomplishing more in less time. Overall, 77% confirmed improved productivity while working from home. A Harvard study discovered when pre-existing call center workers went remote, their productivity rose by 7%. However, when new people are hired for the same remote positions, their productivity was much lower. This is why employers often fear that people wanting to work remotely will be less productive. There is some validity to this, especially for new hires. Harvard has some complex formulas for working remotely, but they don't really apply to programmers. It is interesting though. Based on a report from September 16, 2020, 94% of 800 employers surveyed by Mercer, an HR and workplace benefits consulting firm, said that productivity was the same as or higher than it was before the pandemic, even with their employees working remotely. Quote, "For a long time, companies with strong remote work programs have reported excellent productivity, and our own surveys year after year find that people who work remotely say they're more productive or as productive at home," end quote, said Bree Weiler Reynolds, Career Development Manager and Coach at FlexJobs. Now the employer outlook. Looking ahead, 83% of respondents said that even after the health crisis has passed, they plan to put more flexible work policies in place, such as allowing more people to work from home or letting them adjust their schedules. A growing set of companies, including Amazon, Capital One, Google, Microsoft, Salesforce, and Siemens, have extended the remote work plans, at least part-time, into 2021, or even permanently. On July 29th, online real estate marketplace Zillow joined that list. Hopefully, your company will too. These statistics and the supporting survey information are available in the description below. Starting virtual office life. Once you have successfully negotiated working virtual office, take it slow with your company for the first month so they feel comfortable with it. During the first month, work entirely from your home. That way, there's no surprises the first month when they try to contact you. You don't want them to end up reaching you while you're at a coffee shop that's too noisy and they have bad internet access. That gives a really bad first impression of you working virtual office. So for the first month, just work from home where it's nice and quiet and you know you have high-speed internet. On the second month, 1 or 2 days a week, spend half the day working outside of your home office. Take your significant other to a museum or a library and spend some time working while they're enjoying the library or museum, and then spend some time with them, and then more time working. Also try going to a park, but choose locations that are fairly close to your home, so if there's any emergencies or the phone tethering is not working too well, you can just go back to your home office. On the third month, you want to take it up a level. And that's when you start planning extended trips. You want to plan the trips to leave on Friday night and then come back Sunday, 9 days later, Sunday night, so that you have 2 full weekends of pure fun. And during the week, and you just have to choose a location where you know you have high-speed internet. I recommend using Airbnb You can also use hotels, and you pick a place, you go there Friday night, you verify that your internet access is good and that you can access all of your company servers. You might need to use a VPN to do so, especially if you're traveling internationally. And then once you verified everything on Friday night or Saturday, enjoy the weekend. On Monday through Friday, during your regular work hours, you work in your Airbnb. And while your friends and family are out on the town having a great time. In the evenings and at night, you go out with them and you enjoy this exotic, fun, crazy location that you went to. And then on the weekend, you have more fun. You get to go to all places that you want to go. And then that Sunday night, you fly back to your house or drive. Your company probably will not even know that you went off on this extended trip. And all they'll know is you've been extremely productive and you're smiling a lot. You do this a few times, your family will be so happy and you'll be really enjoying life and you'll be getting the most out of your virtual office lifestyle. And then, after you've been doing this for about a year, it's much easier to convince your company or client that you could probably do this just as easily internationally. Once you're doing it internationally, that's fantastic because then you're living abroad, having a great life, learning a new country, and then on your extended visits, you go to other countries. This is the ultimate goal, in my mind, of the virtual office lifestyle. In summary, how you take advantage of working virtual office partly depends on your technology role. Set up your home as your base of operations and then slowly test your limits. As long as you're productive and meeting all of your client needs, you'll find that the world is your workplace. Like if this has helped, and subscribe for more on the business of programming. And now for the joke of the day. Developer: "Hey, you want to hear a joke?" Manager: "Sure." What did the developer say to the manager after they did flaming shots in the server room and accidentally caught all the servers on fire? I don't know. What? "Hey, want to hear a joke?" Have a great day. Subscribe for more on the business of programming.